Hello, good afternoon. It is the Everton Daily Live. David Moyes has just finished his press conference ahead of Everton's game against Spurs on Sunday. What did you learn, Pet, from his press conference?
That he's wearing tracksuits again. Because I don't like him looking like the milk tray man. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
No.
He looked sharp in his press conference with the suit on.
No, he looked like he'd come from a funeral. In his.
Oh, after Villa.
No, in his first one.
Oh no, I like this.
Oh, fair play. That's a bit of colour.
He's ready. But he's got his gear on.
Got his trackie on. I like that.
He did say James Garner's training again, but we sort of knew that.
Yeah, but we don't know whether that means he's available, do we? That's the thing. But hopefully he is.
Iraboon, I'm a bit behind, he said, didn't he, with Seamus. And Schmitty as well, nowhere near at the minute, it seems. I mean, we haven't had any information actually what happened to Schmitty, have we?
No.
Do you know what I mean? He was in the squad and then the next minute he wasn't. So.
Or Dwight McNeil.
He just,
which can lead to conspiracy theories if you don't tell people what's going on.
I mean, he did sort of hint McNeil might be back next week training, not back in the squad, but he did sort of say we're open for some other news from Dwight.
Well, he's got to get in there with Charlie Adam.
Big Charlie.
Potentially.
Have you got an issue with Charlie Adam?
No, not really, no.
His ex-Liverpool, Not
really, no. I think after a year, maybe we could just swap him for John Eitinger.
Yeah, well, maybe in the summer.
Do a swap.
Maybe in the summer.
I think any coach should be measured on their own merits. I know there is no cop-outs at the club, but
I mean, is he a cop-out? He's just
he just played for them, isn't he? Just played for them. Just a Scottish fella had really bad teeth. No, I think. Listen, if he. We've just been talking here about it. Listen, is he? That's a very specific job, isn't it? It's not. It's not about what he's done in his football career or what. It's about ideas. We've seen stuff about Arsenal and Villa having set piece cutting, but obviously the Arsenal one is really, really good, and nobody, I don't care who you are, can criticise that fella. And I think if you do start criticising those roles, it shows that maybe you're a bit of a dinosaur or you've been out the game too long. But it's becoming more and more a factor, as you can imagine, because it is the small margins, and it has to, and I think we've really suffered set pieces this season because we did lose it wasn't really a coach, it was an analyst more than anything else, wasn't it, in the summer. And it's a huge part of the game that needs to be considered. And I think it's been, if you listen to any ex-Everton player of the era, a Leon Osman or whatever, they will tell you when they conceded goals from set pieces, all he did for days was drill work on it. And it's the same at the other end because they're so important. And obviously Leon Osman famously said about Martinez and set pieces and parasite football and all that kind of thing. But they're huge part. Arsenal sitting second, and most of it's down to scoring goals from set pieces because they don't score a lot in open play. Certainly not this season. But set pieces are so important. So that is a big part, and the set pieces of... One of the reasons why we haven't scored as many goals this season is because of set pieces. And if you go back to the Wolves game, where obviously we scored 4, all 4 goals came from set pieces. Mangala was the second phase of it, but it's getting the ball in there, it's causing confusion, it's keeping the ball alive. We haven't been doing that because the deliveries first of all have been poor because we haven't had McNeil. But it's what you do with it, and it's something that we need to get back to doing really well because it can be huge. And we've got good aerial players as well. But we don't use them. Very, very, very rarely use them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enthused that you mentioned it the other day, he wanted a set piece coach, but I'm enthused that he's looking at those details because I think we need to be a club that is doing all of that stuff, looking for those minor details. Like I said the other day, and I said in my after-match stuff, the other day, I'd be looking at an attacking coach as well, even if he was a part-time, even if he were just bringing him in as a consultant, maybe once a week or whatever, just to maybe have some different ideas, different patterns of play, just to work on finishing. The hardest thing for us to do as a team is finishing. It seems we'd be able to finish the chances off. We had good opportunities the other night against Villa and didn't take them, and hopefully we're going to continue to get opportunities like that, and hopefully we'll take them because that'll be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, and I think a sort of Moyes hinted at it, hasn't he? It's like it's all come so quickly, and there's This is the problem when you bring a manager in mid-season. There's so much to do so quickly. It doesn't help if you've got 2 games in a week.
Yeah.
You know, and you're having to look at what you need and try and preempt it at the same time. So, you know, can you get those people as well? You know, some on attacking coaches. Well, if they're decent attacking coaches, they'll have a job somewhere. So then you're thinking, well, let's get to the... And I think he said it himself loads of times, hasn't he? Let's get to the summer. Because I could imagine, you know, him getting to the summer and going to maybe a couple of the coaching staff that he's got in, looking at changing up. Actually, I'm going to look at bringing someone different in or younger in or whatever. But he's bringing people in for now to get to the summer, I think, and then he will change up. Again, I think that's what the previous manager was a bit of a fail in, is that maybe he should have looked to have done that or added to that just to freshen it up as well. You know, well, if you've run out of ideas, maybe you should have brought in a coach who's got other ideas to supplement you, which is something Moyes has done previously. And obviously, the best managers always do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
They'll throw everything at it, though.
Yeah, it's fresh ideas. It's listening to someone new and training, isn't it? It's someone to take you away from that consistent voice. So. Yeah, I'd be all on board for a striking coach if that's what they identify. It's identifying what you need, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what it's doing. It's doing getting that as fast as you can. It's saying, you know, why aren't the strikers scoring? Well, is it because we're not creating enough chances for them? You know, is it because when that one chance comes, our strikers are freezing like we saw with Dom?
What, cold?
Well, it seems that way. But they're freezing in the moment because they only get that one chance and then they're thinking about it too much. Or is it because of the lack of creativity? Well, if it's a lack of creativity, then, you know, I don't actually need a striking coach. You need to go by a bleeding midfielder. So it is identifying, but that has to be done really, really quickly. And that's the problem, isn't it? Demand from the fan base of, like, we need players in straight away. And it's like, well, actually, I need to identify what we need. What if I buy this one player and that's not actually the issue? Do you know what I mean? It's like you've got to establish what that thing is really, really quickly. Even someone like Jack Harrison, I was looking at his numbers for Leeds, and his numbers for Leeds are so much better than they are for Everton. So you've got to
identify. Can I give you a bit of information about Jack Harrison?
Go on.
He's played 47 times in the Premier League as a right winger. How many appearances he made in the Premier League for Everton?
How many appearances for Everton in the Premier League?
Roughly.
Carried a 7. 52.
47.
It's not bad. That's not bad.
And he's played 47 times as a right winger,
Yeah.
but he's played most of his time in the Premier League as a left winger.
Yeah.
And that's where
because someone's gone, that's what we need, and we fitted them in and we pigeonholed them, and all it takes is one bright spark to go, you're a left midfielder, aren't you? But then you go, okay, we need a right midfielder. We know we need a right midfielder, but it's like the Michalenko thing. And don't get me wrong, I know we need a new left back.
Yeah. But help him by playing.
But you help him, and then I mean, there's a lad who the club not too far away from me thought was rubbish, and then a new manager came in and changed his position. Now they all think he's the best thing since sliced bread. Because he looked at what he could do and what they needed, and the two things fit together. If you need, you know, if that eliminates you needing to buy someone and that's going to help your team, and you can change things around to make something work, then you've got to know. I mean, Everton need a right wing, and obviously we're in the market for one, aren't we? Or
and
we know that.
It's not even saying that at times Jack Harrison can't fill in on the right if you need a specific job, but playing him there all the time, we need better than Jack Harrison.
But it's become that thing now with Jack Harrison, and I'm not having a go with Jack Harrison. I've done that enough. It's become that thing now of he plays in that position, and it's like, no, but that's not actually his position. And someone has to see that and simplify it and go, this is. I can't remember who it was. It was a while ago, and one of our players basically saying, "Man, going, can you not play me in that position anymore? That's not my position."
Iwobi said it.
Yeah.
Didn't he? And Iwobi,
you know, that's not my position. You need to start playing me. And if it means I sit on the bench and I come from a position of I need to play in my position.
This is the thing that you should surprise me about Sean Dyche, and I hope David Moyes doesn't do the same thing. It's like, try everything. Try everything. We tried Jack Harrison on the right. We'll try him on the left, because that's where Bielsa put him, and that's where he was really productive and scored goals. Jesper Lindstrom, not a right winger. He's an attacking midfield player. Try him maybe, or Iliman and Jai. A lot of people saying he's a number 10. Play him in the 10. Move things around to see whether that creates any.
You can do that during the match.
Ultimately, you need better players. Of course we do, and we need going forward. We'll need lads who will score goals and lads who are quicker and strong. Just looking at Villa the other night, they were all massive. You need those players who are mobile and big. But right now, use the squads. Move it around. But even doing things like he's just talked about Leighton Baines. Great question from Julia. Leighton Baines is in your first team's coaching staff now. One of the best attacking left backs the Premier League's seen. Can he be of benefit to Mykolenko? Absolutely. Moyes is like, yeah, because he did go a bit higher. For me, didn't go high enough, and that's why I was a bit critical of him the other night. 1v1, I've got no issue with Mykolenko. I've said this all the way, all the time, even when people in this room have had to go with him. I've said
but he's still not a very good left back.
But from a defensive standpoint, he's very good 1v1. He is that he sort of knows what he's doing. He's
only if he go on the outside.
Right.
When he come on the inside, he's lost.
I love Luca Dean. And
but Luca Dean, you didn't worry about Luca Dean defending because of what he gives you the other way.
I did worry about him when he showed Yarmolenko inside twice and he scored 2 goals. I was very worried about him. But I'm just saying.
Take that back.
Listen, I've already said it was like chalk and cheese watching it the other night, wasn't it? But at least Mykolenko's going forward. If Everton can develop that and say to him, remember Joe, again, harp on back, but Joe Royle, I remember, when he come in saying to like Hinchcliffe and saying to our wide players, got to put 15 crosses in, Anders Limpar, got to put 15 crosses in the game. You know, and your numbers are down to 5 and 6, you're coming off. Get wide, get it in. So Mykolenko, I'm not saying 15, but Mykolenko, up that delivery into the box. Then people like whoever your centre forward's going to be, and whoever your wide players are, and whoever's breaking into the box can gamble into those areas. That's how we're going to get more goals, because we haven't got the creativity to unlock defences, because we just haven't got them players. No. So you've got to go, right, we have to play a little bit with the percentages.
You've got to create drama, haven't you? You've got, like saying off the set pieces, you've got to create moments, and that's got to be one way of doing it.
I just seen a comment here that from Nashi FC says that was concerning for me. Moyes was more bullish about signings after the Villa game. I thought he was. I didn't think he
after the Villa game.
After the Villa game, he sort of said we need players in. He didn't. I don't think he moved from that then. I think he was. He's just said
it's deflection.
He's literally just said there.
Yeah, Neymar.
That he didn't say Neymar wasn't happening, did he? He just said it wasn't agreed as far as he was concerned. But he also have just said I've been spending a lot of time with the recruitment team. Yeah. That to me is a massive green flag for players coming in. If there was nothing going on, he wouldn't have even said it. So he's saying, I'm in there. What have you got? Now, you'd like to think it won't just say Nonto and Neymar. Do you know what I mean? You'd like to think it's a big list, and he's going, well, let me have sneeze. He's having a look at different things, and I wasn't concerned with that, I don't think. Were you?
Not really, no. I mean, again, I thought he played. I think what he did in the press conference was quite clever, because he was deflecting onto, doing that almost like a respecting of saying, I've only just got here. I've only just got here, and I'll leave it to the people who understand it. But he'll be in there. He's making everyone feel a little bit more, probably a bit more comfortable.
A bit more secure.
He doesn't want rumours getting, or just want stories getting out of he's taken the job off, fell well, or anything like this. He's going to be like, oh, there's better people. I've only just got here. I'm still learning the names. I'm still finding out where the toilet is. All that kind of thing. He's it's all going to play out in the next 2 weeks, isn't it? Right in front of our eyes. Of course, it's not. You don't have to worry about too much. I imagine there's things going on. As we said yesterday, there's always there'll be talk of, oh, Everton have only got this much. If Everton overstretch themselves, then they're going to have to sell at the end of the summer. If that's the way they put it, that's the way it is. So
that could be better. That could be anyone, couldn't it? Everton might sell this window. There's a rumour today that Newcastle all over Dom, and they might be looking to the summer. But if they want them now, it's 15 million. Well, I don't know whether Newcastle have got that in their budget right now. Possibly not.
We could do that deal, could we?
No, I'm not. But I just wondering if the money come in, would Everton go, well, actually, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't think, me personally, I don't think we can lose Beto this month either.
No, not now. So, not now. Not that which
Troy is gone.
Schmitty hasn't kicked the ball all season.
And what I mean with gone is he's unavailable.
Well, he's gone,
May
he's
if he
finished.
stays. And Moyes has sort of said that again today. So they need an additional one with better one with Dom. We need goals. Personally, I hope he tries maybe a 3-5-2 and has the two strikers.
Yeah.
If we can't get it with one centre forward, maybe we're going to have to go with two, and maybe with Njai just behind it or something like that, and go the two holders, the three centre backs, bit of cover, and then them as a three. And hopefully I'd like to see Patterson given a go as well, because Moyes does love the Al Raiden fullbacks, and I don't think Ashley Young can do that job. Seamus can't anymore.
No.
We'll see. Harry James Tattoo says, what do we make of Kia Joraban being at Goodison on Wednesday then? I hope the club would have sent some packing. Well, how about he's there with some Villa players?
He's not really. It doesn't. I don't think he has too many players anymore, though, does he? He's more into the horse racing now.
So, well, he's just going to match.
Just going to match. Just got a ticket off the site.
Yeah, fair play. Overpaid, but he done it. Everton Viking says, felt like he was way more downbeat in that pressure and less confidence to bring in players. I don't. I really hope he hasn't got him.
Really relaxed.
And I did. I really thought he was chilled. He was managing expectation well. I don't think he was downbeat at all.
No.
I looked at him, he was in total control.
Didn't
Everyone sees something.
cough once.
Austin says, I understand it's still early for owners and Moyes, but how have they not gone immediately and bought pace? We were cleared the PSR, and I know we'll sell in the summer to turn the squad over. The PSR clearing thing didn't make any difference. We knew they were cleared in the summer. It's not, that doesn't affect this bit right now. That was just a bit of positivity. But I'm with you, Austin. I thought and hopefully the new Amar thing will progress, because he is, while he's not amazing, he is quick and explosive, and he is only 21. So,
yeah.
Josh says, afternoon guys, but I've got a very important question for Baz. If the new stadium's only chocolate bar was orange clubs, would you boycott and protest for change? I'd have to get him first, Josh, obviously, but I certainly would if they'd be getting a strongly worded email, that's for sure. And I'd refuse to spend money there.
You wouldn't have nothing to spend it on.
No. Get a drink though.
What if the only drink was
Orange Club
drink?
Then I'd drink before I went in.
They'd be losing your business, and that's
basically
something they don't want.
No, they can't afford to lose anyone's business.
Exactly.
Dan said, I thought he seemed a bit happier than the other night. I did. Good to see he's considering multiple applications for a set-piece coach. I'd rather it not be Charlie Adam, but if he's the best person for the job, then that's that.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? If he is the best person for the job, then we get on with it. Do you think Liverpool fans even remember Charlie Adam playing for them? He's not like steeped in history, is he?
There for 2 years, wasn't he? And that was it.
Yeah.
Bainey,
wasn't it the most shocking thing about Charlie Adam that he had hair when people thought he'd lost it all, or might think of someone else? I know, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of that other coach, the lad from Celtic, Scott Brown, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he had it all shaved off and then he grew it out and everyone was like, "What? You've got hair?"
Mad.
Fair play.
Bainey says, was there almost like a little frustration when they asked about incoming transfers and comments about how good he was at plucking players from the lower division?
I think that was more a remark on like that just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like all those players Moyes used to be able to buy, like everyone can do that now. Like he was like going, oh my, if only we could still do that. If only you could still find that player like that. You know, everyone knows them now. And clubs are buying them and then loaning them back to the clubs and all kinds.
Yeah, I think it's dead interesting, isn't it? It really is interesting, like how everyone perceives the thing. Because I thought it felt to me like he's in control. He knows what he's doing, knows what he wants. The recruiting thing I thought was really interesting, spending more hours in there than what he wanted to at the moment.
Yeah.
So I took that as like they're getting on with stuff. So I thought he was in control, but other people have interpreted it different. It's mad, isn't it? How that's just an example of how everyone sees something. Very slightly different. Stuart says, Baskin, you call Big Duncan, see if he come back and be an attacking coach. Dom worked well under him and helped the young forwards too. We need his passion to breathe some life into the forwards. It is a bit mad. Since Dunk's gone, that they haven't sort of had a replacement anyway, whether it was Dunk or whether it was whoever else. I do find that a bit mad, because I don't think you can overstate the importance. Goals win you games.
Yeah.
And that to me, and again, saying it from like an attacking mindset that I've got, is that that'd be the key.
If you're gonna ring Dunk, would you ring Wayne?
Get them both in. Say, lads, come in, do a bit of consulting for us.
Just a bit of attacking coaching.
Bit of attacking coaching. Off you go. Get on with it while you do nothing.
Yeah.
So you get your next job. Why not? Well, or send a couple of the forwards over. Isn't Wayne doing coaching in Dubai?
I was going to say, in his garden. He's got a big garden.
In his garden, he's doing in Dubai next month for 3 weeks. So send Beto and Dom over there for a couple of days.
A little bit far.
Yeah, it does feel a bit far. Kieran says, Moyes already talking about coaches and not 80s Nottingham Forest players' opinions. It's the little things. Did you see the picture of, no disrespect to Gary Bales, but someone sent me the picture of him and said, did we really go to this fella for advice? And it's not, it's Gary, a nice fella.
I don't think we went for advice. I just think that's who Sean used to be on the air with, basically, or do Christmas parties with. Gary Bales, sure. I don't know.
Right, I've put it in our group. I've just put it in our group.
Excited.
But I mean, Gary Bales was a very good striker, but I think football...
God, he looks like an astrologer on this morning.
He does look like an astrologer, to be fair. I just felt like you do need to move with the times, don't we?
What's going on there?
Terry McKenna.
Gary Bales, who thinks Uranus is in your system at the moment? Or thinks your system's in Uranus?
Uranus, not Uranus. Is that a planet that Gary's discovered?
That's a new plan.
Okay.
He was looking with John Robinson one night.
At way forward.
You see Uranus and thought, yeah.
Terry says it just felt like our manager. He knows we are broken, and he's trying to slowly pull us back up on our feet. Honest about our situation, but has given us a little hope. It's not over till my favourite ex-wife sings.
You got multiple?
Apparently so. Danny says, caught the last few minutes, but forgot I could watch them again. You could just remind it. You've gone in there, Dan, haven't you? You've dived in, 2-footed. You should have just gone. I'll just get a little bit of a rewind. Do full Craig David. Or Bo Selector, whatever he wants. Everton Viking read into it, come and help us now. Players are in and around the Premier League allowed to be cast off, so aging players who'll demand big wages that we're likely stuck with. I didn't get that. I feel like we can't keep repeating. No, we absolutely can't. I feel like we're going to do it until the last week of the window. Okay. John Crellan says, no cop-outs at the club. Isn't Jose Baxter still involved with the 18s? Josh says, hardly. They played for them for one season, hardly a club legend. Sammy Lee was in staff with Big Sam and was brilliant. You sign the best you can get. Correct, Josh. Listen, Charlie Adam, if he is the best set-piece coach and Moyes thinks he's highly rated and helps us, then personally, get him. If he's going to help us, get him. You'd always prefer it not to be
They're professionals though, aren't they?
But Liverpool, I haven't heard any Liverpool fans going, John Eitinger played for Everton for years, was going on about Everton, was going liking every picture Everton put up, talking about the stadium.
Professional.
Ian says, who knows what the Freakins have planned for the summer? What's to stop them sacking Moyes? Nothing. Spruce says, afternoon lads, hope you're both well. After the reports in France last night, I had another look at Neumann. Does look like fast and raw, but it's another left footer that plays on the right. Does it concern you?
Hell of a film, that. Fast and raw.
Fast and raw is good, yeah.
The Rock might have been in that.
I don't know. Maybe not one of the ones he released.
Oh, there was a Rock, sorry. Let that permeate.
Let's move on. No, because he is a right winger, and he does use his right foot. And a lot of clubs, for whatever reason, love the wrong-footed winger, don't they? They love it. They cut him inside. It works better with an overlapping fullback, but he is someone who does take the fullback onto the touchline and get it across. So no, not really, because I think the potential's there to make money on him, and he's fast, and we don't have any of that at all in our team or squad. Finn says, what if McVitie sponsored Bramley Moor Dock, but it was called the Orange Club Stadium, or the Club Orange Stadium?
I think you're overthinking this, everyone. It's not going to be called the Orange Club Stadium. Not going to be selling orange clubs. There's going to be very little Orange Club involvement. If there's any chocolate that is flavoured orange, I imagine it'll probably come from Dairy Milk, who have sensational orange flavourings that we will all remember. So I just think you need to just back away from this line of questioning. I just don't think it's important.
Okay.
I think you're just taking up too much of our time with your orange clubs.
Martin says, isn't this the season where 60 to 70 million PSR comes off? And we'll help with the spend. Well, it'll help with the spend anyway, because it'll flip.
I just can't wait
from paying for a stadium, reducing repayments, and then going into a stadium where revenue's going to increase by 30 odd million just match day without the other stuff. You're talking about a turnaround of maybe £80 million difference in what was going on from being minus 50 to plus 30. So it'll help. Everything gets better as we've been told. From next season,
if we don't do well with PSR, it's the fans' fault. I blame the fans. No, don't even be laughing.
Why?
Because there's a stadium there to get down to, get into, and spend your money.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
So it's on us. The stadium, when people go, it's going to make all this money. Yeah, from us. So stop. Don't spend your money somewhere else. Spend your money in the stadium. Get down there and spend your money in there.
All right. You're making your own jingle next.
Bob Geldof.
Well, Ped Geldof for you.
No, I know, but that's...
Simon says, Baz, do you like mint clubs? Is it club biscuits in general, or is it just the orange aspect? It's the orange. Mint clubs were all right. You know what?
We've got mint clubs in the fridge. I had one last night. It was lovely.
You know what? I never used to mind, but didn't have it very often. But the fruit one, like fruit. Was it fruit? Or was it like, I don't know.
No, it was had like raisins and stuff.
Yeah, like that one was okay.
Kane says, where do we rate the Galaxy chocolate bar?
Galaxy?
I rate Galaxies quite high.
Not bad. If I had the choice, I'd still go Dairy Milk, but Galaxy.
I rate them quite high. I think
Is that Kane who messaged me the other day to tell me he was coming in yesterday to spend all day with us? Is that Kane?
But that's how you know it's that Kane.
Oh, okay.
That's how you know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fair play.
He's
fair play.
It's tough. No trains in Skem, is there? So it's difficult to get here. But
the roundabouts, you can't get out.
Are you still in the? Let's just slightly. Are you still in the thing of like you've still got loads of chocolate left from Christmas, so therefore, yeah. Like I opened a bag of Toblerone pieces last night. That my mum got me.
See, that's good because I was a recipient of a Toblerone for Christmas, big one, and the sensational. But what annoys me is breaking the triangles off, because it goes on your fingers. If you try to do it in the foil, if you snap it early, that's not bad, but you still have to tear the foil. And then with the big, aren't they? So you've got to go in a few times.
Can't stick that in the fridge, can you? Although we did.
I mean, it's dodgy putting it in the fridge. You're playing with you're taking your gums and your teeth life into your own hands with that. But sensational. But if you get the little pieces, they're good because they're just a bit smaller and they're sealed, aren't they? So you can just get it.
Yeah. I've still got a box that hasn't been opened yet of Lindt, but it was like a special edition from the Champs-Élysées that we bought on the Champs-Élysées, but even the packaging is all the Champs-Élysées. Oh my God, sensational. Can't wait to open them. But I feel like
how do you know it's sensational when you haven't opened?
Because I know Lindt. They never let you
Lindt
down. Never let you down, Lindt. Right. But I always feel like they're so good that I don't want to open them. But I've got to open them.
You've got to open them.
Yeah, I know it's pointless. My missus does that all the time. She goes, it's like, there's a thing and you go,
I'll save
that. And you never save it. You never save it. And it goes off. Yeah. And then you get sick.
And it's rubbish. You want to eat it while it's at peak. What would you go for, James, if you had the opportunity of a Dairy Milk or a Galaxy?
Definitely Dairy Milk.
Yeah.
I don't think Galaxy's overrated.
Oh, for my birthday, my sister got me a big box of actual Dairy Milk with loads of different kinds of, like the button bags. And also loads of loads of bars as well. Big box of it though.
Nice.
Big box.
I'll tell you what's disappointing. I used to love Karamak bars, like the thin ones. And you can still get them in certain places.
But why would you want to?
But Dairy...
It's filthy.
No, they're all right, but what I mean is Dairy Milk have done a version of it, and it's rubbish. I don't know why they've tried to dabble in something they're not experts in.
Well, they are experts in chocolate.
Not in the Karamak edition. They're not. But
wouldn't you want to try your hand though?
No.
And go, we're boss.
Because they're very good at what they do.
Okay, fair enough. Fair play to you.
Stick to what you know. Benjamin says that Moyes put the Willian rumours.
Sorry, the what? I thought you were going to say Willie's up then.
Will I am rumours in room 101.
No one asked him.
If it's true, then we've become a retirement
Well, no one asked
home
him.
again.
No one asked him.
No one asked him.
No one asked him. Which is strange.
Rye says, I like the fact Moyes actually says how it is instead of beating around the bush and sugarcoating the situation. Sugarcoating. Gordon Crawford says, just join Premier, guys. Keep up the great work. Is right. Welcome, Gordon. Thank you, mate.
Give it to Gordon.
Buck says, if he needs any coaches, warn it and stone it. They're not doing anything at the moment.
They're definitely not. They won't be doing nothing for a while.
They might go to West Brom, or if they already announced. Because the manager.
No, yeah, West Brom are getting Mowbray, Tony Mowbray. I think the Mobes is back.
Fair play to them.
Fair play to the Mobes.
Great fella, big Mobes. Harrison says, what's our estimated match day revenue at Bramley Moor, Doc? I think at Goodison, it's around 19 million for the season. And I think the estimations of Bramley Moor is around 50 odd million. That's the ink. So there's the 30 odd million.
Then you've got to add on the naming rights.
Oh yeah, you've got all the other stuff, obviously. Naming rights, everything else that goes with it.
Kind of thing with it. So
be bigger and better. Craig just randomly says, I love crumpets.
That's not chocolate.
No. But he's just telling us so fair.
But what if you could get chocolate crumpets? No. That'd definitely
be a bit weird though, wouldn't it? It'd be like a big chocolate with holes.
I don't like crumpets.
It'd be almost like an aero surface, wouldn't it, of dairy milk?
It's like eating a sponge.
There's a time and a place for a crumpet. It's once every now and again, I think.
No, there is a time. Old people's home. That's the time and the place.
In your opinion.
The
Ian
sponges.
says Costco had the massive Toblerones. They were ridiculously expensive. They are expensive.
I mean, how big though? What are we talking? What are we talking here?
I've seen them.
It's not big in my world. That's not big in my world.
That's a Toblerone.
That's not big in my world.
That's a weapon.
It's not big in my world.
No, it's a weapon.
No, it's not big in my world.
All right. Okay.
This is an average day.
All right.
My household.
Okay. Emma says, Charlie Adams, seriously, what about Baines to work on set pieces?
Yeah, but why? I've seen that in the comments. But why though? Because he could take one.
I don't know.
That's not what a set piece expert does. The next beat is they work out set pieces, and they will work them out depending on who they're playing and how they defend as well. So they've got to come up with original ideas all the time. Baines could take a wicked free kick, but doesn't mean he's a set piece expert.
I mean, I don't know. What's all this Ethan stuff? Mods removed them. Okay. Don't know this.
Case?
No, just seeing loads and then thank you.
Case?
Where are we? Daniel Beddoes, who's a YouTube member, says, why not call the stadium Everton Mint Stadium?
Because it'd be really stupid. Don't want to beat about the bush here, but it would just be really stupid, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Guys, I know you push it inwards, I know you pinch it inwards, but it's still, it's a tricky situation.
That is a really
Toblerone.
weird... No, sorry, just with no context, that was just really, really weird.
Elle says the new Galaxy truffle eggs are on another level. I've not had one.
On another level to what? What's the level you're starting at?
I don't know.
Gotta have context.
And Let's Be Having You says the truffle Toblerone and Maltesers in it.
Fair play, Sis. Fair play.
I don't know.
But this is like the season of the chocolate, isn't it? Because now you got the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So now you got all the wacky gizmos.
Cream eggs. For a few months, and then they go again. Paul Clues says, Pet is spot on. People do need to be spending their cash at Bramley Moor Dock, and the corporates need to hire the rooms. Families having parties there.
Yeah. You don't have your family party at the new stadium, or there's a restaurant open that you could go to and you choose a different restaurant. You're letting down everybody, essentially. That's what I feel like anyway. You're letting down just the legacy of Everton.
Who knows? Why would you do it? Posh Matty says apparently Willian was on $9,000 a week in Turkey. Worth a look at that.
I thought he was in Greece.
Greece he was in. He was at Olympiacos. I'm literally just repeating it. Yeah.
Why are you repeating lies?
Smither or Schmeifer says Gary Birtles looked in the telescope and saw Route 1 football. The rest is history. Gary Birtles?
Where was he looking to see that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Thomas Darren, YouTube member, says morning from Texas. Good morning, Thomas.
Big place, Texas. Where about in Texas? It's a big place.
All right.
Just saying.
Danny Church, who's a YouTube member, says Moyes' 2 press conferences have been far better than any Dyche press conference. Okay. Sorry, where's this gone here? YouTube channel name says, as a set piece taker, you know what to do.
Ah, that's nonsense.
You know what you like.
That's
to
just
set
nonsense.
Up. No,
That's
you've got to look at lots of different things, haven't you?
That's because you can take a free kick does not make you a set piece expert. It does not make you an that's like saying someone who drives a car knows what's going on under the hood. Come on, people.
Okay.
You've got to take them to task. Can't let them get away with stuff. You can't.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't come from me, Charlie Adam will come looking for you, and you don't want to be waking up to his grin, do you? I'm just saying.
Thomas is in San Antonio in Texas.
San Antonio?
Yeah.
It's a lovely part of Texas.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You asked. Let's be having you. Spiders were good. Hot chocolate straws. You were great sea straws. See through it. If you never had a spider, you didn't live.
You ever had a spider? No, didn't live. You didn't live. You weren't born, but you didn't live.
Mr. Blue Sky says Cadbury's Twirls are the best chocolate bars.
You can't. See, I can't argue with that. I just can't argue with it.
Mike Shields has gone a bit controversial here. Crumpets with cheese and Marmite.
Number one, it's a sponge, and you're putting... Let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there with the crumpet talk. Next, you'd be telling me corned beef hash is nice. Freaks.
Michael says, Ped and other Daredevil fans, what would you say to Punisher... ... Reloaded?
He's in Daredevil, so he's obviously going to get his own new series, isn't he? You can't mess with Frank. Frank will come for you.
Daniel O'Connor says, I'm waiting for Dyche to go to Leicester after Rude loses.
Just stop it. Just stop it.
And his
Just stop it.
Everton.
Just stop it. Just stop it.
He might though, mightn't he?
He could.
He might do. Carla says, what do you think of Milka chocolate? I actually had some Milka chocolate last night. I did get it
Fair play to you.
for Christmas. I had a couple of pieces of it last night.
Fair play to you.
So what do you think about that? L4 know the score says, do you remember vice versa?
Yeah. Yeah, they were like little, like crispy on the outside. Some of them were white, some of them, and they had the reversible flavours. My mum and dad used to own a sweet shop. I had all these.
Okay.
Why do you think I am the way I am?
What, mad?
Just E-numbered up to death.
Joey on the super chat says corned beef hash is nice with crumpets.
See, I'll let you off with that because you've done a super chat, so I'll let you off. You've paid for the right to change my opinion.
Well in, Joe.
You've paid the right to tell me that. Kane says crumpets are nice when they're crispy. You're doing it wrong and not leaving them in the toaster longer. No, because I'm not having them because they're fucking sponges.
Johnny says, I was on Sky Sports earlier, saw Crystal Palace signing Essie from Millwall and we're connected to Willian. All the best from Hong Kong.
No, I know.
He looks good. He does look good. But Palace do that, don't they? And I think maybe if we get to the summer and they do start to turn the squad over, I just think right now. It
is weird, isn't it, how Palace have got like a direct line to all the young talent in London because they know they're going to get games and stuff. And yet we're in the Northwest where I'm sure there's loads of players and we lose out of them to all these clubs who just never play them and then sell them when they're 20. It's so weird. The dynamic is so different.
Well, that's something that I feel like Everton do have to change. Everton have to sort of offer that to... They do, though. You have to offer that route, don't they? To players who maybe are thinking, what can we do? Can we what do I do? Do we go to City where they'll never play, or Liverpool where they'll never play? Or do we go and get a start at Everton, get in that first team? Nathan says Dairy Milk is way better than Galaxy. Ped, get yourself to Switzerland if you love Lindt. All the chocolate there is amazing, just like Lindt.
Yeah, I've been to Switzerland. It was nice.
It was nice. It was nice. Brian says, I'm looking forward to Ped starting 11 this week.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Hack on. I mean, this is a belter of a comment.
Go on.
Hack on. I bought my ex a chocolate formed one as an adult toy. She never ate it, even though she loves chocolate. That's why she's my ex.
See, I don't get that. Why didn't you just buy her a nice box of chocolate? I don't just buy her a nice box of chocolate.
She might not want the chocolate. I know. Penis, might she? Like,
it's not the most attractive thing to bite into, is it? Do you know what I mean? Just why couldn't you have just got her a nice, like, heart-shaped chocolate?
Craig, Craig, it is the same, just a different name. It is the same content there. Everton Viking says, I've seen that El Pavotti has made a return to Twitter. What's with the latest transfer status as you come out of Twitter retirement? I don't know. I'm never on this, so Ped would have to answer.
I couldn't honestly say. I couldn't say.
Okay. Everton Viking says William was on £100,000 a week at Olympiacos.
Yeah, I don't know. He wouldn't be getting that at Everton, would he?
Ian the Blue Shed, they were huge. Pet can't remember the exact price, but I'm sure they were over 40 quid.
Once again, what are we talking about?
The big Toblerone.
You can't just drop. Like, you could be going back to Hacken's comment for that.
40 quid. Would you pay more than 40 quid for a Toblerone?
No, because I wouldn't eat it. I'm only eating chocolate because there's chocolate in the house. I wouldn't actually buy chocolate. I don't buy chocolate. But when it's there, you've got to eat it. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? 40 quid. That's ridiculous. You could have it at the side of your bed in case someone breaks in.
Yeah.
Imagine taking the point of a Toblerone in your eye.
Why your eye, though? Why your eye? Why not the shin?
Nah, your eye is where you want to blind someone, don't you?
No,
you do, because the shin, they go, ow, 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 and then they're all right. Their eye, they're like, ah.
You don't want to blind them.
But while they're like that, you can get in a few
You want to stun them, don't you? You don't want to blind.
No, come on. It's your house. It's your kids.
No, you can't.
You're saying you wouldn't blind someone for your kids? What a terrible parent you are.
Stephen says, do you think Patterson will start on Sunday?
I'm going to say maybe.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big decisive decision.
Just asking. Well, I'll be honest, I thought you were going to say no.
Okay.
Quite emphatically.
So I took a step up.
So you took a step up.
Fair play.
Danny says, how dare you dish corned beef hash?
Oh, my God.
Best war food ever.
If you're in the war, yeah. If you're in the war, it's great. Get as much as you can. But guess what? We're not in a war. For God's sake. Next you'll be telling me you drink corny milk.
Bitch.
You know, the corny milk. Coronation, or whatever it's called.
Oh, the Coriori. They're like,
yeah.
evaporated.
Evap.
Nice on strawberry. Like a bit on strawberries.
Once again, where are you getting your strawberries from, eh? Hey, during the war, where are you getting them from? Go to Old Man Bill's allotments.
I would have been able to go to Finch Farm, but he built a training ground on it. G says, a set-piece specialist is more akin to defensive offensive coordinator in NFL. It's absolutely about specific plays and matchups, player X blocks opposition player so you can get a free run. It's like a dance performance where every player in the box is given a role to do. It's not just about putting the ball in.
Exactly what he said.
Blue Nose Netty says, I'm not eating chocky this month. This chat is killing me. But bring back the spider.
Why aren't you eating chocky this month?
Because you might have gone like, you know the way people
you went
do,
too
like,
much.
Dry January, or you might have gone dry chocolate. Jan Oculus, I don't know what.
Jan Oculus.
Thinking of like, you know, how to do it. Joey on the super chat.
Jan Oculus sounds like someone you follow on Instagram.
Jan Oculus is a right winger I want. Plays for Slavia Prague. Joey on the super chat says corny milk is peng with a side of corned beef hash. What he's doing here is he's just listening to you and he's responding.
I like it because all you're doing is paying for me to have actual food.
Wow, Jay Warbrick. Corned beef hash with beans. It's
Mate, I'm not. All I'm saying is this says more about you people than it does about us. Imagine being anywhere within your radius for the next 12 hours after you've eaten that. Jesus Christ! Don't get on a train. Whatever you do.
Okay. Gavin says Dewsbury Hall. He'd like Dewsbury Hall.
It's a lovely place to get married.
He would be good though.
No, he would.
He would be.
He would be.
He is a good player. Corned beef belongs in sarnies, says Daniel.
It doesn't. It belongs in a bin. It belongs never getting created in the first place. The only thing it's good for, right, is if there's a war zone and you're dropping over like food to help the people on the ground. Anything you got with a ration book should not be it now. It's as simple as that. We are in... Yeah, it's 2025. Corned beef hash. Behave yourselves.
Posh
Are
Matt.
you just dropping that there without any...
No, I'm going to
No
talk
one can
about it
see
now.
you.
I'm going to talk about it now. Posh Matty says, if Patterson doesn't start under a Scottish manager, Scottish assistant manager, Scottish first team coach, and soon to be Scottish set piece coach, he's got no chance.
Yeah, he's got no chance.
It is game over in it for him.
Yeah. Get the crankies in to help.
Chicken lips has gone corned beef, red onion, and cheese toasty.
What is wrong with you people? Honest to God.
Okay. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
People are just coming up with all sorts of corn. I mean, I didn't realise there was this many corned beef combinations. I won't lie.
All connoisseurs.
Or connoisseurs.
Yeah,
It's a great word.
It's a good
It's
word.
a great word.
Maybe is that like what are those things called where the circles meet? The thing your diagram. Venn. So there's like Toffee TV viewers, corned beef hash lovers. They meet in the middle of the Venn diagram.
It's that thing, the X. You know what I mean? Toffee TV viewers, X, corned beef hash viewers. Hakon says the chocolate was a test. Turned out she was the only one of my ex with no guts and humour. That's what we do up north.
Okay, mate, all right. Kind of
You got tests.
some kind of weird test.
All right, fair play.
Maybe she left you because you had a different test. I don't know.
Everton Viking said heard William loved corned beef hash when he was off duty. Jordan Millwall.
Was he a fireman?
Our right hand side will be a combined age of 803.
Not if he doesn't play.
Peter says I was given an orange Toblerone for Christmas.
That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. How was it taking people's eyes out though?
Yeah.
Imagine gouging someone's eye out and the first thing they say is, orange, you can smell it.
Harrison says, what show will the questions for John be on? It's on Business with Blaine. It's 5 o'clock on Premier.
Don't know why I just looked at me watch.
I know.
2 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going on holiday a week on Tuesday, that thing. Listen, we've got this back in the studio.
Why didn't you get the big one?
The big one. Because people can use this one.
I know, but they can see the big one. It's too late now.
Listen,
you've lost your opportunity.
Not really. These are awesome. It's obviously Goodison, the turnstile where you go, and if you're a season ticket holder, these are available. They're absolutely brilliant.
Anyone can buy these. You don't have to be a season ticket holder.
No, I meant if you're going in through your own turnstile, it's always good.
Yeah.
To have a personalised one, but they're amazing. We will put a link where you can get them.
Yeah.
But they're fantastic. We've got a bigger one in the studio. Just bear with. Put that by you for a second.
Okay.
I will be hid behind this. Yeah. Just hang on a second.
Actually, this is the same size. It just looks bigger in Baz's hands. It's closer. It just looks bigger in Baz's hands. That's how we should have started.
Dead funny. So it's really dead funny. I mean, look at the size of that.
That's a big one, that.
That is a big one.
It's made of brick.
It isn't made of corned beef hash.
No, it isn't.
Thankfully. But
it's not Close Encounters of the
How good is that? Goodison Park. Hello. I've gone through the turnstile. It's great in here.
Are we Willy Wonka's factory?
I don't know, but how good is it? Seriously. So if you want your own, maybe not this big, but if you want your own personalised turnstile, you can get them. They're fantastic. So have a look out for them. We are gonna be giving one of these away on as a prize draw on Toffee TV Premier for one of our monthly draws. Yeah. Not our one, obviously. And probably not one this big, but
you could jump over that on a small horse.
That'd be all right. That'd be definitely in the equestrian. I'd struggle with that, in all fairness. I'd struggle with that, so I'm just going to move this out the way because it's massive.
Tremendous. This is Baz's one. Upper Bullens. Now you know where you can stalk him before a game.
Nice one. I mean, you'd have to, if you just get yourself there about 1 minute to 3.
Yeah, you missed the game.
I mean, I was in early the other night. Early for Moise. I got in early for Moise. I mean, it's something I won't be doing again, I can assure thee. So there you go. They're absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love them. And they're all good. Right, final refresh on Premiere before we go. We've got a preview to do, obviously.
Which we'll do live on Toffee TV Premiere.
We are doing live on Toffee TV Premiere, so put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Don't even have a pipe.
If you smoke and you've got a pipe.
What if it's a chocolate pipe?
A chocolate pipe.
Remember the old pipe with the licorice pipe?
What's that, yeah?
Yeah. Black licorice, and then the top had all the little bits on it, like red bits to symbolise that. It's weird what we used to encourage kids to do, wasn't it?
And you used to be able to get them white ciggies.
The ciggies with the card.
The card thing, yeah. Weird. Benjamin says in South East London, Palace and Millwall are only 2 decent clubs. There are also loads of untapped talent there too. Martin says corned beef in Scouse.
What are you people talking about?
What?
Freaks.
Stuart Carter says rissoles, beans, bread and butter, and he's just put fork drop. So in my mind now, Stuart's just gone with the fork. I'd drop the fork if you brought that to me, I'll be honest. Hakon says we have Christmas calendars for our kids with 1 cheap chocolate piece per day in December. By the way,
they're called Advent calendars.
They're Advent calendars. We have them here, mate.
Did it win brought to you by the Norse gods or something? We all have them. Jesus invented them. What are you talking about, man?
I don't know whether he invented them. I don't think.
I like to think he did.
You might like to.
I like to think he had the little moulds. He poured the chocolate in. There was holy
and what
chocolate.
done a message on each one. Santa's on his way.
He got a bottle of water and he made it into chocolate advent calendars.
I don't know whether
that's what he did.
Water into chocolate advent calendars. Water into wine, maybe.
He did anything, couldn't he?
Oh, Hakon left her. She didn't leave him. I have some standards, he said. Hakon sounds demanding.
Right,
but fair play to you, Hakon.
No. Hang on. You've got to stay on air for 3 minutes because Everton just sent me something and I'm not allowed to say for 3 minutes.
Okay.
So in 3 minutes, I can tell you the breaking news. It's good news. It's not like we haven't bought him, but I can't say for free. There's an embargo for 3 more minutes. I can't say it.
So we haven't bought anyone.
Okay.
We haven't bought anyone.
Now, have you got this? Get this so it goes out on our socials at 3 o'clock. It should be in our emails, but not at 3 o'clock. It must be big enough that the club believe that they're going to tell us all. We just say more comments till 3 o'clock.
I am looking. L4 know the score says remember chocolate ciggies.
That's what I'm saying. Like the cigarette thingos must have been behind that, mustn't they?
Yeah.
They must have been behind that, trying to encourage people to smoke.
Martin Wong says I'd ask Charlie Adam to play ahead of the Corey.
Are you related to Ian Wong?
Who knows? Robbie says, why is there no corn in corned beef?
I don't know why there's anything in it.
It's just
it's made. What's it actually made of? Human bits left over from the war.
Carla says Ped just holds everything in all week so we can let it all out on Fridays.
This isn't.
Harold says Michalenko plays
Minnie,
like he's...
You got a minute?
Michalenko plays like he's plugged into a wall with a long cord.
Well, like he's like a lecky car.
I've never heard that in my life, ever.
Have you know that bit in... Know what he's like? Know the bit in Jedi Survivor with those bombs that attach themselves to you?
Mate, they're knobheads then.
I've sent you the picture.
Sean says corned beef, the type of food you nannered me. Daniel says, come on, Ped, spoil it for us.
I can't spoil it because we don't break embargoes.
Because you're asked not to break it. You're asked not to break it.
25 seconds, you can have it.
Hang
on, with the time delay though, if I say it now, will it be... No, because there is, isn't it? I'm going to say it in 5 seconds because with the time...
Graham Headway says, my lad went to school at Dewsbury Hall. His opinion, Dewsbury Hall will upset the session.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll tell you in 4, 3, 2, 1. Everton's PSR charge has been discontinued. Everton can confirm the club has resolved all outstanding profit and sustainability rules. Charges brought by the Premier League. The Premier League has formally discontinued the second part of the PSR complaint for the period ending FY23 and has deemed the club PSR compliant for FY24. So we're clear of everything.
Stefan Bourson is going to be devastated.
Yeah.
There you go.
Following the outstanding elements of the complaints against Everton Football Club for its breach of Premier League's profitability and sustainability reviews for the period ending in 2022-23 has been discontinued, meaning the club will now face no further action. Following the club could be in charge in January 2024 to March 2024, an independent commission split the case into two parts. The first imposed a 2-point deduction to the club for
No one can understand the way.
They can all hear me. Following a hearing in March 2024, blah blah blah. Yeah, so it's all good. We're all clear. It's all sound. Brought it to you here live. We didn't break any embargoes. We followed the rules and don't eat corned beef hash. That's what it says. That's what it says.
I'm not sure the bottom.
It's in the notes, in the bottom, in the notes.
Says don't
it's in the Premier League guidebook.
Okay. Do you think that is because Man City are going to get a little slap on the wrist as well?
Probably not.
Or do you think they actually just thought, yeah, what Everton did?
They thought they could not win.
Yeah.
James, it didn't go out before 3 o'clock, did it? Good. Just want to make that.
No, it didn't.
Don't say don't think so. Just say no, it didn't.
No, it
And
didn't.
if it did, delete it immediately.
It didn't. I don't
Okay.
think it did. You wait, I've seen the thing saying 3. So.
Okay. There you go. So
Ian says we need City to get smashed.
59.
Shut up.
who? Oh, James.
We need City to get smashed and finish below us, says Robbie. Stefan Bourson makes stories up just to keep the heat off City. Mad. Right, we're done. We're going. If you're a Toffee TV Premium member, the preview, when's the preview going to be live?
Soon as.
3:15.
Yeah.
3:15. We'll be doing the preview for Tottenham. Thank you to everybody else. Like, subscribe, do all that. We're close, edging up towards that 94,000. So thank you very much. Have a fantastic weekend, and hopefully Everton can get a much needed 3 points and get some players in. Thanks for watching. See you later.